This place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, LA!
Henry Ruggs
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25.
They go play action here on first. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
To throw on 2nd down, McLaughlin.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up. Darius Leonard, the linebacker. After the interception, here's Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, it's Cook.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
The Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Looking to throw on second down. McLaughlin. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, McLaughlin. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. McLaughlin. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Faking the give, Darnold.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On second down, Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off of play action, Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Henry Ruggs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Tarvarius Moore able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
$21-0 our score after 1. Extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Back to throw. McLaughlin. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold rolling to his right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Darnold to throw again. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Looking to throw. McLaughlin, and he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Here's a diving catch right side. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tarvarius Moore in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. McLaughlin. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. McLaughlin. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Off the play fake. McLaughlin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. To throw on second down, McLaughlin. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Complete to Bryant.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall.
And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
To throw on third down, McLaughlin. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw again. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McLaughlin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They run again with Breida. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd and 2, McLaughlin. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. On 1st down, here's Breida. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And some room to work. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Dalvin Cook,
46 yards.
and the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 3rd down, McLaughlin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown.
Tyron Johnson.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you needed a
touchdown, Chargers.
Henry Ruggs.
48 yards.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McLaughlin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
Yeah, and I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown.
Jacob Harris.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will swell by one more. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They find some open field here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. McLaughlin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, McLaughlin. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, McLaughlin. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Demario Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. All right, But they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to air one out. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 1st down, McLaughlin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
and now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,